kind of like I said, like when you do this is like a form of meditation, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta remember to put in that work when it comes to these videos. Like I said, me myself, speaking for myself as well. Uh, gotta remember to do these things, and not let your world, or this world, be in, I don't know, all these fucking ass. Anyway, you can't let this world basically take you over. You see what I'm saying? Because it says that he prayed not for them, not for the world, before that world of the world. You see what I'm saying? So this is gonna be that YAHAWAH. You see what I'm saying? That Prince of the Power, man. The AHTHAM are those elect. You see what I'm saying? Which would be that world in that world, man. And that world is separated from this bullshit. It should be separated from this bullshit, because we got to build a spiritual tower, and a spiritual tower requires spiritual bricks, not bricks of carnality. You see what I'm saying? You can't have a carnal brick in the spiritual tower. It's not gonna work. So you gotta come out of that carnality, man. And I already know it's difficult, because I deal with it too, you know. But I always say, Lord willing, YAHAWASHI, be a part of that number of the flock. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, so you gotta make sure that you are separated from this world, man. And let's get it, man. What was I looking for? See, this is given for reproof. Let's see. If they hated ye, world hated you. Oh shit, typed that in wrong. Salakia. There's like a whole bunch of scriptures coming to my head. Salakia. It says John 15 in verse 18. It says, "Ye have not chosen me." I'll start at 16. No, I started at 14. I gotta get it. It says, "Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard from my Father, I have made known unto you." So he's like when you're a friend of the Lord, man, he deals with you personally. And how do you become a friend of the Lord? It's through wisdom. You see what I'm saying? But the wisdom is not dwelling in this world. So hope all the bricks are coming together, man, because what I'm trying to say, I hope it's making sense, because that wisdom that you receive is going to be the spirit of wisdom. But wisdom is the only way you're going to become a friend of the Lord, because it says that she maketh men into prophets and friends of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to get that scripture, because it's a really beautiful scripture, but at the same time, it's something to think about, you know. It says that wisdom maketh men prophets and friends of the Most High, you know. And he says that's why he says, "Henceforth I'll call you servants, for the servant, I call you not servants, Salakia, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called ye friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you," man. So because that wisdom, you know what I'm saying? He calls you friends because what do friends do, man? They communicate constantly. That's why it says in the scripture, it says, especially in these times amongst the men of the Lord, it says they speak often another, man. So that's why you see us communicating more and more and more, because in these times coming up, that's going to be all we have, really. And these are things that you can't take for granted, you know. Things that I've taken for granted before, just things like in the world, you know, not communicating with family. But you got to remember that this is a bond that's stronger than your worldly family, man. But what I wanted to get was, it says that he calls you not servants but friends, because all things that he receives from the Father he gives them to us. And what I just read, it said before that, it says that basically that this wisdom, it says that it said wisdom. Salaki, I'm gonna get it again, man. So I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna get it, man. It says, "Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chose you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you." You see what I'm saying? So it's that wisdom. See what I'm saying? That's what makes you a friend. And I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna tie into another scripture, man. Let's see. remember where it is, but let's see. Let me just, I know what it is as far as typing it in. So I want to make sure I get it in there. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, and verse 22. And I'm going to start at 24 so you get the context. It says, "For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth." Salakia. "She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. She is the breath of the power of Yahweh, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her," man. So this flesh will be defiled, man, and no defiled thing can fall into her. So you only can reach her through that spiritual connection that you have with the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta basically this flesh dies daily. And I want to get that scripture if I can remember where it is. But YAHAWAH comes back to me. But it says, "For she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh, and an image of his godliness. And being but one, she can do all things." And here's the key. It says, "And remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. And in all age entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of the Most High and prophets." You know what I'm saying? "For Yahweh loveth none but them that dwelleth for wisdom." So basically, I hope that made sense, man. Let's see. It's like, so fucking with my battery. So let's see. What did I say? Was she maketh you friends of the Lord and make you dwell with wisdom. See what I'm saying? But guess what? It says also that, this is deep, man. And we got to go back and get it again, man, because it's all coming together, man. It says, "Man knoweth not," this is Job 28 verse 13, "Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living." You see what I'm saying? So the price of it is man knows not the price of it, man. His thoughts are too high for us to understand. But once you get that spirituality, he has to ordain you and give that gift to you to be able to understand. And he's gonna connect with your spirit, man. You can't. He doesn't connect with your physicality, man. And because this world, man, it says if it hated you, know that it hated me first, man. No, I just had it. World hate. Let me get it. It says, John chapter 15 and verse 18, "If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love its own. But because ye are not of the world, because I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you." So you're not of this world, you see what I'm saying? So it doesn't dwell in the world of the living. In this example, meaning that it doesn't dwell with men that dwell in this world. You see what I'm saying? It only dwells with those that have been selected and are separated from this world. And as I'm just trying to hope I'm making sense. And I'm gonna get a scripture that kind of brings it all together and explain what I'm saying. So let's see if I can find it. Get it.